This is the Conscious Hour, and now it's time to look into the assassination, I call it, of Renee Nicole Good. Facts matter, but most importantly, right now, the FBI, Department of Justice, don't want to prosecute the officer. That is a major crime by our federal government. Everybody knows what happened, but let's get into the details. Listen closely.
So, what did we learn from this reporting by the New York Times? No, this is not the results from the autopsy. This is a report from presumably EMS personnel, right? Fire department personnel who observed the nature of the injuries when they came upon Renee Good and documented them. So, what we learned in the reporting was that Renee Good suffered two gunshot wounds, apparent gunshot wounds to the right side of her chest. And it's already probably jumping out at you as to, how that is a real curiosity. If she's sitting in the driver's seat, right? Driver's side door over here, passenger compartment over here, and she's struck twice in the right side of the chest. Put a pin in that. So you have two gunshot wounds to the right side of the chest, one to the left forearm. That seems to make some intuitive sense, right? We even saw in the video moments before she was shot, she had that left arm kind of.
Okay, back this thing up to 1257.
Out the window, and she was waving another car by, saying, in essence, you go before me. Not trying to run over or ram police cars or officers. You go ahead before me. So she had one gunshot wound to her left forearm and then one gunshot wound to the left side of her head, which again makes some sense given that we saw multiple rounds being fired by Jonathan Ross into when there was no risk to him whatsoever, because he's now standing sort of right outside the driver's door, shooting into the passenger compartment. That you would expect would produce potentially a gunshot wound to the left forearm and to the left side of her head. But what about the two to the right side?
What the hell's going on here?
Forearm, and then one gunshot wound to the left side of her head, which again makes some sense given that we saw multiple rounds being fired by Jonathan Ross.
What the fuck is going on here?